2, 1, 20.
Ok, ekipa, Cookie, Big Mike su i dalje s nama. Odgovaramo na 10 pitanja. Ljudi moraju ići na aerodrom, vraćaju se u Nizozemsku. Guys, thank you for sticking around. Big Mike, first question from me. What happened with Teo Mikelic? We just spoke a little about it. I forgot to ask you in the main section. So what happened? He was in your gym for a few years and you had some fights together and now you split.
Well, we did very well. We did good. He's a very nice guy. And I also got this fighter's house, you know, and he was there, you know, and his job in the fighter's house was keep everything steady and clean. And he did that very well. But then, you know, I'm a pushy guy. You know, I want him to fight more. He wanted to fight less. Our last fight was in Pula. And after that, I didn't hear from him for a long time, see him, until he needed to fight. And then his old trainer, Dennis, went with him. Dennis, he went with him. And the thing after, yes, maybe I can come back. And I said, well, listen, I didn't hear from you in so many times, you know. I invested time and money in him. But that's what with investment. You can win and you can lose.
Yeah.
This time we lost both a little bit, I guess. And it's too bad because he's a nice person. But, you know, you don't win wars with nice persons.
Yeah.
I think that's generally it. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was trying to say. You know, when there is a lot of talent here in Croatia, somebody needs to stand up and said, "Listen, I invest a couple of years in myself, then be a champion, then invest some more." And then live the rest of my life as a champion.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Let's go with the questions. Only got a few of them, so we'll be pretty quickly over. Okay. Okay, the first question is actually pretty nice and funny. Tariq, can you dunk in basketball? I mean, you are almost 2 meters. Can you dunk?
I think so.
You never tried?
I never tried, no.
Nah.
Yeah, on high school, and I succeeded.
You did?
So, yeah, I think so.
You ever play basketball?
Yeah, we used to play at school, 3 versus 3, sometimes 1 versus 1. So, yeah, I can dunk.
What about other sports? Do you play anything now or do anything besides kickboxing?
I do golfing besides kickboxing.
You do golf? No way.
Yeah, seriously.
It goes with this, what Mike says, that you are all, you know, nice and folding your stuff and boxing, you know, golfing, you know, it goes with it. Yeah. What do you think about that, Mike? I mean, he cannot injure himself, right? It's a good thing.
I don't know, maybe he hit himself with the golf club.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe we can...
You know, when he's swinging too much back. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you any good? No, it's interesting topic.
I'm just starting. I took some few lessons last year, then went to the range, shoot some balls, swinging, working on the swing. And basically, I shot an item with Videoland where they made 3 golf balls of the tournament contenders: Wilnes, Slivar, and Tavares. Fortunately, Tavares didn't participate. But he was the last ball I swinged away, and it was the best of the day. So I said, that's the winning shot of the final. And yeah, after this fight, I will pick up some lessons again and then go back to the golf court.
I know a lot of people who are crazy about golfing. When they started, they say it's just addictive. I don't know why, it's just addictive. I know because I don't see anything in it, like or darts or snooker. It's just, you know, not sport for me in one way. Yeah. But I know many people who are crazy about it and love it.
Yeah, I know them as well. They say it's
addictive.
The time in the nature, the way of swinging, how to swing, how far can you swing. Those are the things that keeps you going in golfing. So I'm not addicted yet, but who knows, maybe I'll become addicted as well.
Okay. Okay. Another one question that we can just say a few words about it, but the guy asked you if you are planning to go to MMA ever. You told us in the first part that you're not thinking that much in front, but you know, who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
Mike, do you have some fighters? You know, you told us last time that you were preparing some fighters for MMA matches, and since kickboxing is now so big in MMA world, do you have some guys, you know, maybe preparing for some fights or having some cooperations with some other gyms or whatever?
No, we got Mohammed Amin. He's fighting in PFL Europe. We tried that. I have this Brazilian, Marcelo. I've got Remco Pardoel, and I've got now Gilbert Ivo, just to build up a new kind of MMA class.
Okay.
And we'll see how it goes. So far, so good. You know, we just do the beginner fights, and then we go slowly from there. It is, yeah, well.
If people forget that you were a part of Melvin Manshoff's deal with Pride and
Dion Starring.
And Dion, of course,
champion
the
of
soldier.
FFC.
Yeah, the soldier. Wow, Dion Starring is such a nice person. I forgot about him. You know, he was fighting Darko Stosic for 2 times, I think. Yeah, and you were, and I remember. What else fighting? Yeah, you were also with Colin George, always coming to.
Yes.
What's happening with him? Is he still fighting?
He is. He lives around Rotterdam, I think, and now he trains at ARG.
Yeah.
So he's fine there.
His fights were crazy. I remember one I remember it was in Zagreb, and it was crazy war, 2 extra rounds, and on YouTube it's still like people love it. It has many thousands.
He could have got so much more out of his fighting career, you know, but he's also in insecurity of some famous rappers, you know, so, you know, sometimes it just doesn't mix.
Yeah, it doesn't mix. I remember you also brought us Sahak Parparian, right?
Yes.
He was fighting 4-man tournament with Alex Pereira, or not, in Zagreb, Glory.
With Alex Pereira, he got 8 count in the first round.
Yeah.
They came back, and then Pereira just barely made it to the end.
Yes.
But he also was the one who beat, what's his name? Vilnius.
Yeah, Jason Vilnius.
3 times. He beat up.
Sahak was real deal. He's Armenian, right?
Yes, he beat up the YouTuber in Romania.
Yeah.
This,
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate,
yeah.
He beat up Andrew Tate. He beat up a lot of people. You know, with him we did some kind of tournament, and we did 15 fights, 13 knockouts, something like that. And then we need to fight in it's a country next to Croatia.
Bosnia?
No.
Serbia?
No.
Montenegro?
No.
Bulgaria?
No.
Bulgaria, Romania,
We went
Hungary.
from here, there is this... Slatko? No. Slatko Mahic?
Zlatko Mahic, Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Yeah.
We went to Slovenia, and we lost there for some reason, the finals. And after that, you know, we just go on, and he just, he was just a very good fighter, a natural fighter.
Yeah.
He was also one who understands, you know, I only had to say, no, 1 step back, 1 step forward. Yeah, no, turn your hip a little bit, and he goes from there.
Yeah, I loved Sahak
yeah.
because he was fighting a lot on FFC, I remember.
Yes.
We called him a few times, and I always loved your fighters. And Colin George, he put always a show. It was always, if you had Colin George, you knew that it was, you could not match him up with the best fighters, but you know, a level down, but then you would get crazy fight.
Yes.
Crazy fight, always going for everything, yeah. Okay, and Dion still fighting?
Now he's got his own gym, because Dion, I've met when I was in America with Alistair Overeem.
Yeah, he was actually a sparring partner for Alistair.
Yes.
He was in Blackzilians, I remember
Yes,
that.
and then I said to him, you know, why do you get beat up by these guys? Mike's part of the job. No. So I start training with him there, and then we take it from there, and he start to beat up some other guys. Then they don't want to spar with him anymore, because Dion can punch really hard.
Yeah.
And then we took it back to Holland, and then he became champion here at FFC.
Yeah, he fought there for like 6 or 7 times.
Yes, and then, but then because he lives 130 kilometers away from us, you know, and every day in the morning, you know, just go into the traffic jam and go back, and it took his toll for him, and then he came less to train. But he's still a nice guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Dion is a great guy. Okay, how did it feel having the press conference in Croatia? Do you think you have what it takes to beat Antonija? For you, Cookie, so you already spoke a little bit about Croatian press conference, and guy thinks that you wants to know that do you think that you have what it takes to beat Antonija?
If I think I have what it takes to beat Antonija, I don't think I have it. Just have to make sure I put it into work that day. So I don't think I have it, but it has to come out the day I face Antonija in the ring.
About the press conference, you already spoke it in the first part.
It was nice. I mean, the love, the audience, the attention was great. My time here in Croatia is in the overall great.
Yeah, and I forgot about Mirko Krokap. That's a real
legendary shit.
Yeah, that's a real treat from him, because after he finished his career, he cannot be seen in media, you know, a lot. He had enough. I mean, he had spectacular career.
Yeah.
So him having him over there and, you know, taking the belt and, you know, being between you guys and Mike. I have a picture.
Around.
It's crazy picture. It's historical picture.
You know the meme of the guy who everybody uses now on Instagram and TikTok. He's walking around. Then, what are you doing? Oh,
yes,
just hanging around. That was Mike.
It was Mike. Yeah. Nothing, just hanging around. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, Krokap is
legendary.
Legendary. What do you think about Andrew Tate? I forgot to ask you about it, because you fought him. So now he is like one of the richest guy on YouTube and influencer, and he was actually pretty serious kickboxer, especially coming from the States. They don't have any special
from
kickboxing.
England.
From England.
England. Yeah, he's an American living in England.
Yeah, but they don't have any special
No, he's
scene.
he was pretty good. He was a pretty good kickboxer, so there's no problem with that. He's a nice guy. You know, I talked to him on a few occasions. That's it. And the things he says on the internet, mostly, I agree with him.
Yeah, me also.
Because he says a lot of things that say, oh, yeah, finally somebody's saying it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You know, because sometimes, look, in these years, back in the day, I used to say everything that comes into my mind.
Yeah.
And back in the years, you know, I'm filtering a little bit, not too much. But he's just saying it, and I said, yes, he's right.
Yeah.
You know, he's right. And sometimes, you know, so I said, I agree.
Yeah. Firstly, when he became famous, and I was reading a bit about this controversial Andrew Tate, and actually, I forgot that he was fighting, that I was doing live commentary with him fighting a long time ago. And I thought, okay, he's controversial. Why is he controversial? And then I watched his videos and I said to myself, okay, if he is controversial, then I'm also controversial, because I agree with him on many things. Maybe not on 100%, but mostly. No. Yeah, sometimes he's pretty radical.
90% is 90%,
yeah,
we agree.
Yeah.
And the thing he also said, what I like, he said, and that's the truth, kickboxing brought him a lot. He brought him a lot. He's talking about his trainer. I know his trainer also, because I always work with his tape, King tape.
Okay.
Yes. And Amir, he's a nice guy also. But kickboxing brings you so much, you know, like, okay, you have to deal with it yourself. You have to put through. You have to keep on working. You cannot rely on somebody else. You have to do it by yourself. And he just emphasizes these kind of things, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
What is the biggest obstacle you had to prevail to get to these heights? I mean, in life, not just in the ring. It's for you, Cookie. So, what were the obstacles that were, you know, stopping you from doing what you want, not just in kickboxing, but in life?
Well, I grew up in...
That's a deep one, you know.
That's a very deep one, yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in boarding school. When I was 10, they took me away from my mom. So, yeah, basically life starts when you're 18, and my life started when I was 10. I had to be on my own, do everything on my own. I think that's the biggest obstacle, and also the biggest achievement, because it made me who I am today, and it has brought me a lot in life. So that was the biggest obstacle in life, going to boarding school at 10, living with other children, having other adults deciding for me what to do, ask them for permissions, and those stuff. It's pretty hard, but...
Did it make you tougher, you know, and maybe prepare you for what you have to go through today in gym and in ring?
It didn't make me, I think it's not the word tougher, but it made me more aware of what you can have in life or not.
Okay,
and I think that with that mindset, that's why I want to do things good and ask a lot in training, or ask a lot when I'm out, or just look around and see, oh, very nice. So it brought to me much more awareness of how life goes and how beautiful life can be. Because I work with the same youths who also go to boarding schools or are almost going, but their parents want to keep them at home, and then they're insulting their parents, and I'm like, how?
Yeah.
When I was your age, I was crying for my mother, couldn't live by her, and you're having a home, a house, a roof, food, love, and you're insulting your mother. Like, how, man? She's worthless. So those things, those are the things I got in life from going to boarding school. Appreciate more life, appreciate the little things, and enjoy. Because tomorrow is not promised.
Okay, nice answer. They want to know about Stosic. It's Darko Stosic, probably for Big Mike, because you were with Dion Staring. He fought Stosic 2 times. And do you recall this fighter? Actually, he did great. After he was FFC champion, he took the belt from Dion, then went to defend it a few times. And then he went to UFC. He did pretty well over there, considering the fighters he was fighting. At that time, we didn't know that Jamal Hill will be a champion and Zechukuk. So he actually fought the best guys.
Yes.
And now he's fighting KSW again, contender, one of the best. So do you recall him?
Yes.
Yes. Because it's crazy. It's a joke. They ask everybody about the Stosic. So actually they asked you.
But the thing is, this was with Dion. Dion had quite a war with him.
Yeah, he won the first time. Yeah.
And lost, and then, but Dion was already a little bit old.
Yes. He was 37, 8, yeah.
Yeah, so he was older, let's say, make it older. You know, but he's got such a big heart and big will. And he was giving everything he got. He won the first time, lost the second time. And then I remember when he came back, because I never went with his fights, because when he was fighting, I was fighting someone else. And I told him, watching the fight, I said, listen, you did your best. There is nothing more in there you could have given to make a different outcome. On the other hand, if you see where this guy went and who he fought, he should have run over Dion.
Yes. I remember when Dion fought Delia.
Yeah.
He won against Delia, and he had the perfect game plan. I remember I was driving with him in the van. He told me that he will tough it out in the first round and then, wait for Delia to guess out. And it exactly happened like he said. And Delia was then very big prospect to take his PFL champion. He won $1 million last year. Now he's fighting. He's probably going to fight Ngannou for the biggest paycheck of his life. So yeah, Dion fought many good guys in FFC. And if you see the perspective, FFC had so many talents and fighters who made it afterwards.
He fought Gloryjeva.
Yeah.
Things like that. But then
he fought Rico Rodriguez.
Yes, Rico Rodriguez here.
Yeah,
and then I was with him, but Gloryjeva not. But and it was also, he fought also a lot of times. I don't know if you noticed, there used to be a show in Liverpool.
Okay.
And Paul Calhoun.
Okay.
He was part of that show. We fought there with Melvin against Paul Calhoun, and he fought there a lot, Dion, against whoever they brought, and winning a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Slavko Polugic. Do you remember him?
Yes.
Yeah, because they said that last time they also asked you about Slavko Polugic. Yeah.
Slavo.
That's it, Tariq. I think that the question for both: which fighter punches and kicks the hardest you have ever seen? Or took a punch? What do you say? What is is it Smell and Mahov?
No, for me it's different because there are everybody, or look, let's say if you're not, I hold pads many times, but everybody got a different punch.
Yeah.
For instance, we used to have Björn Brekkie, big hands, big joints. If he punched, it feels like a truck running into you, but it's away. Badr got small hands.
Yeah, it's like explosion.
It's like it's like somebody stuck a knife in you.
Okay.
It's different power, different outcome, same punch. Same with he's got big hands. Plazibata got big hands. They got different power.
Do you have ever sore hands or?
No.
No, nothing.
I'm professional.
Yeah. What do you say? Who is the biggest puncher kicker you ever saw or maybe felt?
It's different. I've trained with Badr, I've trained with Jamal, I've trained with Plazibata, and every time I see other guys, they're like, "Hey, does Jamal hits harder than Badr? Does Badr hits harder than Plazibata?" And after I explain them, everybody has his own technique and own way of punching. Like Mike said, Badr, his punches are very intruding. They're like, oh, okay. And then you have Jamal, it's like a bulldozer coming in. And then you have Plazibata, is also on his way, very intruding, that you sometimes think, okay, if he gives me 2 or 3 more, it's done. So everybody has a different sort of pain when they punch you.
I know exactly what you know because I've done a lot of sparring and it's different. I know the guys that it's like they don't punch as hard, but their punch is heavy, so you feel the consequences. And then you have guys, it's just like explosions, just like blitzing, zing, zing. So it's different. Yeah.
Look, we have Chico, 77 kilos.
Yeah.
But he can punch like a heavyweight.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But this guy you fought, Turkish guy, the fat guy, very, very fat guy. I think if you could put off the fat from his body, he would be like 75 kilos, and he can punch, man. He's like, he has hooks, like left, right. He's just waiting for come in and try to. But you did very well in that fight. I liked it. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I think that, just to warn you, Plazo has a big support in this reptiles. It's a group, fan group, a group that's following actually this podcast. It's a fan, more than 20,000 of them. So yeah, you can expect some things.
I've already had a lot of.
Yeah,
I saw one here and I was like, yeah. Here we go.
Man, you didn't see anything. When the fights is close by, you will see. They will just jam.
It already spent like every minute.
You're
every
finished.
minute.
You put them on the wall.
I'm seeing those reptiles every minute. Croatian flag. I'm gonna cry to my mother. I've seen everything already.
I mean, they send a lot of messages for you, but I didn't want to read them. Just take some pillow, and stuff like that. So they are crazy, but in a positive way.
I understand, and that's good. That's the hype around the fight. So keep up, keep spamming.
But it's crazy. They spam, for example, Joe Rogan, the biggest podcast in the world, and they spam it so fucking hard that this guy is wondering what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
and each opponent from Delia or Plaza, the guys who are coming to the podcast, their opponents have to switch off
notifications.
Everything.
It's every
Instagram.
minute.
It's like no, you cannot get rid of them. So,
yeah.
Mike, it's funny to Mike.
With this one, eh?
Yeah. Which one?
Where is it?
We'll take a picture.
Yeah.
I hope then they will stop, because
I'm not sure, man.
I want to see the other notifications as well.
Man, they're killing me also, so yeah.
But it's nice.
I'm
I think
victim also.
it's very nice to see that they are committed and they're trustful fans for Plazibata.
Very committed, and they're organized, man. When they strike, it's like you don't know what hit you.
It's crazy,
like,
man.
What the fuck is going on?
I thought it was a computer bot, but no, those are just people.
It's not like bots. There are like thousands of people. They have this strategy, and they're going to kill you.
Just
it's
finish
just like
him.
that. It's like,
but it's nice. It's the hype. I like it. It's good. Gives the fight more attention.
Okay, it will be interesting.
Maybe,
okay, guys.
Maybe I will start my own cookie army and attack back.
That would be nice.
No, I'm starting cookie army. No worries.
Just feed the cookies to the reptiles.
In the beginning, it's like 20 cookies against like the thousands of reptiles.
They would demolish you. Okay, guys. Again, having a nice time with you, and thank you for it. Thank you. See each other in Rotterdam probably.
Yes,
Hvala vama svima koji ste pratili sjajan podcast, bar meni sa Big Mikeom i Ozarom. Vidimo se uskoro, već sutra imamo FNC specijal, dolaze mi, Ivan Erslan i Filip Pejić. To je to. Ajde, bok.